Man, reading the comments, I'll tell you what, reading the comments from people who watched Mena versus Tokido are hilarious. Like, the kind of mental gymnastics people go through to try to discredit someone for winning is crazy. It's like absolutely absurd. Somebody literally was saying that he thinks it's stupid that Birdie can bullhorn through fireballs, and that the character's design is so dumb that he has a move that goes through fireballs, and Tokido was losing for throwing fireballs. And I'm like, well, since the dawn of time, throwing a bad fireball gets you killed, you know? But when somebody you like throws a bad fireball, then suddenly, it's not okay. Yeah, the best part is how much mental gymnastics and how much people are complaining is very interesting, right? Because Tokido himself was just like, yeah, what's it called? I didn't have the right strategy. And if we played again, he'd probably beat me. I need to go home and like figure it out. You know, like think about how people rationalize their own losses in fighting games, right? When you talk to someone who's a scrub in a fighting game, when they lose, you know, the kinds of things they say are always the same, right? Like, you know, people are like, oh, you know, Mena, just, you know, Street Fighter random, and, you know, this and that, and Bullhorn and Birdie, oh, it's just so random. And then you hear Tokido, the guy who was literally in Grand Finals and lost, and he was like, you know what? He played really solid, and my strategy wasn't right. So, like, I need to go back and kind of figure out a better strategy. That's the difference, right? That's the difference between the guy who was an EVO champion, who got second place at Capcom Cup, one of the most legendary fighting game players of all time, and everybody else who's making a shit ton of excuses for him, you know? Like, if you look at the list of people that Mena beat, and you think he just random them all out, I don't know what to tell you. It's like when Saint said that he thought Street Fighter V was hard, and then everybody was like, well, he's a Jack player, what would he know? That was the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. All these guys who have been playing Tekken, who played Tekken, and were getting salty about that, that was hilarious to me. Almost as funny as it is to thank ZD Home for the $4.99. Look at that smile on Steve's face. Thanks very much for the subscription. That was very kind of you. That was my favorite thing. Somebody was like, yeah, man, well, he's a Jack player. Jack's so easy. What does he know about how hard Tekken can be? I was like, you're right. Saint knows nothing about the difficulty of Tekken. Nothing. Yeah, Mena was saying that he plays about 7 hours a day. He was playing 7 hours a day to get ready. Saint is just some bum like the people who pick Abigail. You're right. You got it all figured out.